Hi, this is Hailey Normandia, and I'm presenting our project that I did with Binita Poudel and Maria Obsitnik for the Business Technology Project of spring of 2025. The business that we're focusing on is Bloom and Blossom Floral Shop. So as a business overview, this shop was created in 1981 by an artist named Gerald Bloom. He has become a vibrant fixture within the Athens community. It's located in the Five Points area, and it organically grew over time to become a staple of the community. They are a trusted vendor for the UGA campus, student organizations, and Athens residents. In 2024, which is last year, Gerald's granddaughter Rosie took over operations. She's working to improve the shop, but she still runs all the decisions through her grandfather. They generate around $39,000 a month in sales, which allows them to break even, and Gerald and Rosie have a salary. Gerald is planning for retirement, so Rosie is focusing on increasing the shop's profits with the goal of purchasing the business from her grandfather. So the goal of our project is to modernize their operations to increase the profitability and to prepare for an ownership transition. Some of the challenges that Bloom and Blossom Floral Shop currently faces are related to their outdated systems. So they have manual inventory tracking, which is done by Gerald on a spiral notebook. So sometimes he overorders or underorders. There's no online sales store, so customers have to come in person or call by phone to place an order. There's scheduling issues with deliveries and employee schedules because they have a paper calendar by the cash register where they all write their days off and they write down the customer deliveries that need to be made that day. So it leads to a lot of mistakes and it can be difficult to call out sick. They don't have many customer data points or any customer preference analysis because they're just going off of memory. There's no formal system to track their customers and their purchase history. They also have limited marketing capabilities because they don't have an online store and they are not targeting any marketing to customers because they don't have that information. So for the first phase of this modernization of Bloom and Blossom Floral Shop, we did process mapping and requirements gathering. So the first step was a SWOT analysis. Some of their strengths are that it's an established business with a great reputation and loyal customers, and it has a great location. Some of the weaknesses are their dependence on manual processes for critical operations, their limited market reach with no online store, their outdated inventory management process, and their lack of decision-making with Gerald's oversight. Rosie is running everything through him. Some of their threats are large retailers that do have online stores, seasonal demands that they can't foresee because they're not tracking sales that way, or economic downturns. The opportunities they have is to have an e-commerce store, to do enhanced marketing, to have a CRM to track their customer preferences, and to have a scheduling software for deliveries and for staff. So to modernize Bloom and Blossom Floral Shop, they need a system. The system requirements include having an e-commerce store, a point-of-sale system, an inventory management system, a CRM, and a scheduling system. For the phase 2 of this modernization project, we created a centralized data management system. So here's the current sales flow process for how customers currently would place an order. It's very manual. They would have to come in person or come by phone. The employee manually checks them out at a point of sale system or a cash register right now that's at the counter. If they needed a delivery, it would be written down on the calendar right next to the cash register. There's no tracking system and there's no automation for any of this process. It's all very manual. So the first step is they need a point of sale system that's more modern. So we think the top 2 options for them is Square POS or Shopify point of sale. Here's a list of the benefits of each of these choices, but some of the prime things is that it would allow them to have inventory management. It would allow them to have an online store that could take payments online. It integrates with accounting softwares and inventory management systems. It also integrates with employee scheduling systems and delivery scheduling systems. And it really would take them to the next step of data collection at the point of sale so that they can take that data and integrate it into other systems for better reporting. So we made them a website for their e-commerce store. It's user-friendly. It can be accessed on a computer or on your phone. It has online items available for purchase. You can order products. You can also order arrangements. You can enter personalization requests. You can schedule deliveries, and you can make your payment directly through their website without having to call a staff member who would manually enter it into the cash register. So this would be a great step in the right direction for them. This would be the modernized sales process once they use their e-commerce store and once they have a better point of sale system. It could automatically verify inventory. It could process payments and automatically make updates to the inventory amounts. It would have digital scheduling of deliveries and customer data captured for analytics and personalization. For phase 3 of the modernization project, we did actionable insights and dashboards. So here's the database architecture. It's the ER diagram. You can see the multiple tables and the elements of data within each table and how those elements of data are connected to each other from foreign keys. Here's an example of the database schema of how you could create that database using SQL. And here's some insightful queries that you could use with this data. That includes the top best-selling products, revenue generated over a period of time, sales trends, orders that may have had failed payments, low inventory alerts, profit margin reports, and top customer reports. For phase 4 of this modernization project, we did data-driven forecasting and planning. So we took this data and we integrated it into Tableau because it can transform complex data sets into clear interactive reports and dashboards. So here's a picture of our top selling products dashboard. This is helpful to plan for seasonal demands or future promotions. Here's our delivery status overview dashboard. This tells you, it allows a business to monitor delivery performance and customer satisfaction. It can also identify delays, which would allow for timely improvements. And here's our predictive analytics. Using this data in Tableau, you can also project into the future. And so in this report, we are taking the monthly sales that have already occurred, and that's the dark blue data. And the light blue data is the projected revenue for future months, which would be very helpful for financial planning and for preparing for high volumes of revenue. So this modernization project has final outcomes, which includes transformation from manual to digital operations, preservation of personal service with enhanced efficiency, a scalable platform for supporting future growth, and it would help secure Bloom & Blossom's legacy in the Athens community. Here's a picture of Rosie, and some expected benefits that we hope to see for her with this modernization is a reduction in inventory waste, an increase in customer reach, improved operational efficiency, and data-driven marketing, and just data-driven decision-making for her. So hopefully this is a foundation for Rosie's path to business ownership. And this is our project team that worked on this modernization for Bloom & Blossom Floral Shop. We appreciate your time. Thanks.